all you surfing enthusiasts from SoCal Surf in California to people in Salt Lake, St. George, Riverside, Las Vegas. I've been teaching people to surf from all those locations over the last few weeks, and it's been a lot of fun. Yesterday, the group and I went to Newport, but it was not very good. The wind was blowing like crazy. It was real choppy. So I didn't get in the water, but I got the boards out for the rookies and let them go in the water. And I was shouting out instructions from the beach, and they were doing really well. They were paddling out and paddling in the waves, just doing great. So we're going to have to man up and get out there with them and start teaching them how to select the proper wave to do their surfing on. So that'll be great. So yesterday at Newport was choppy and very small still, probably knee high mostly. Occasionally someone come in just a little bit bigger than that, but not really much at all. It was a little bigger down by the pier, but I kept the kids down closer to lifeguard stand 24 and just watched them from the sand and ate snacks from my sister's food stash. And so it was pretty good. The sun came out for a little bit here and there, but it was overcast as long as I was there. And it was pretty fun to watch them progress. You know, just a few times ago, I was literally pushing them into, foamy waves, white waves. So they've progressed quite a bit and doing really well. So we're going to man up. I think we might have another session on Thursday. We'll have to go out there with them and show them how to select the proper wave and teach them how to build up their paddling skills, because paddling is the biggest thing in surfing. Other than surfing itself, you've got to be able to catch the wave, and paddling is everything when it comes to that. And so there were quite a few kids out there learning. Because it was small, you didn't see a lot of really good surfers. They've moved on to Huntington or whatever. So that went really well. Today we went out to Huntington Pier, and we started off on the south side, and one of the guys I was with this morning, Craig, he had caught a wave, and on his way back out, he's paddling out, and this guy came across from his left, going left on the wave, and was heading right for him, and the wave and him and everybody seemed to meet at the same time, and they just their boards collided, and unfortunately the other guy's board got damaged, but hit Craig's board in a good spot, I guess, because there was no dings in it, and it was fine. So the other guy kind of was bummed out and had to get out of the water, because you don't want to get water inside the foam because it just colors it and it wrecks the board. So you got to get out of the water and patch that up, which he left. And then Craig felt bad, but didn't know what to do and didn't want to stay on the south side anymore, because he says he always has bad luck over there. So we paddled through the pier onto the north side, and it was a little choppier over there, a little bumpier, not dramatically bad, but it was a little bit more bumpy. So we just caught some waves over there, and I got a real good left where I stood up, and it was crashing on me. It wasn't hollow enough to get underneath it, but if it were hollow enough, I would have been covered up. But it was more of a mushy type wave, and so it went pretty fast, and then I pulled out of that and paddled back out and duck dive. And interestingly enough, when I was duck diving, I had the smaller board so I could get deeper. But when you did that, the water got increasingly colder down under there. So the cold water was down. It was colder than it's been getting colder for some reason. I don't know why. It shouldn't be getting colder this early. It's not even fall. It's still summer. So it's been doing some weird things this year as far as that goes. So we'll have to see. It kind of goes in different, degrees and groups. It'll start getting colder, then all of a sudden it'll start getting warmer. So that's what we're hoping for. Hoping for a little bit of what they call an Indian summer, where it gets cold and all of a sudden it gets warm again, really hot. So September, October, we're hoping for some real nice warmer weather and warmer water, because it's been kind of off and on this year. A lot of choppy days out there in the ocean. So on the north side, we ran into another friend of ours who was already over there surfing, and he was he was surfing some of the bigger sets that came in. They were overhead. The sets that came in were big enough. And then the smaller ones were probably shoulder high to head high. And those were still pretty fast and strong. So plenty of good waves. There was a couple I really wanted, but there was someone already on it. I was in the right position, so I couldn't take off on it. People get real upset when they're on a nice wave and you cut them off. So don't do that. Then the sun kind of peeked out here and there, and I had just gotten a new wetsuit from Huntington Surf and Sport that was on sale, and it was a Hurley. It was a real nice, comfortable wetsuit, real thin. It's a summer suit, so it's a 3-2, and the arms were real thin, but real flexible and comfortable to paddle and surf in. Very nice. And that's brand new, so it doesn't leak like the other ones I've been using over the last few weeks. That's because the water in the air was warmer. Now that it's gotten cooler, I had to get something a little better. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens over the next little while. But water's been good. The surf's been really good. It's supposed to be really good tomorrow, slightly bigger. So it's going to be a debate whether we go to Huntington or Newport. Probably going to go alone since some of the people have appointments tomorrow early. And so they'll be unavailable to surf. So we'll see what happens. Again, you just got to check the cameras. I didn't even check the cameras this morning, because we left so early. But we drove down to the pier and it looked good enough, so we just jumped in, and it went well. So good day at Huntington. Fun day yesterday at Newport, even though I didn't really get in the water. Had a lot of fun with the kids, shouting instructions and from the beach and driving them crazy probably. So looking good for them, looking good all around. So we will see what tomorrow shall bring. And if it looks good, I'll let you know. But they're expecting the surf to increase each day all the way through the weekend. So if you're a surfer, you need to get out there. Just don't go to the pier, because that's where I'll be. You need to find another place. Too crowded there. So go up further north, up by 17th or the cliffs. Or if you go to Newport, go up north the 40s and 50s. Speaking of the 50s, up by the 50s, when the waves start getting bigger, that place gets pretty gnarly, hollow, and if the angle's right, you get some super barrels over there. But you got to be real careful because it's on real shallow sand, and so you just got to know what you're doing. Don't go up to the 50s if you don't know what you're doing. Stay in the 30s. If you're really a rookie, stay by the pier, Newport Pier or Huntington Pier, but don't get out into the bigger surf. It's going to be getting bigger and a little scarier for rookies, even me for that matter. Okay, until then, let's see you out there. Thanks for listening, and see you then. Bye. Oh, wait, check out our sponsors. Merch Hero, Task Bullet, Swing Easy Hammocks, at nappyclothing.com. Thanks, bye.